What's up everyone, and welcome back for another video here on the channel. Thank you as always. I have to give a shout out to my returning subscribers for coming back and joining me on yet another video. And if this happens to be your first time here on the channel, hello and welcome. My name is Monet, and here on this channel I deal with all things budgeting and really learning how to better manage your money. I personally struggled with spending and my debt, so I wanted to get a better handle on that, and I came across the cash envelope system, and that has really been helping me a lot in terms of my budgeting. So that is what I showcase here on this channel, how to use it, and I hope that me showing my journey will help and inspire others on theirs. And within this channel I am also documenting my debt. I am on the road to try and be debt free by the end of this year, and I utilize the debt snowball method. So if that also sounds like something you would be interested in, then please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, join the family. I would love to have you, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you are always notified whenever I upload a new video. Now, we are finally looking at my January budget layout. I feel like it has been forever since I last got a paycheck from my full-time job. That's due in part because of last month in December. It was a magic month for me, so I got paid, I believe, on the very last day of December. So I did not receive my first full-time paycheck until January 15th. So I have been looking forward to this paycheck, and I am so excited to finally budget it out. So let's go ahead and get started with that. All right, so here we are back at my paycheck breakdown sheet. I always want to make it a point to let everyone know, in case this happens to be your first time here on the channel, that all of the budget sheets that I use, I do create myself, and I have them available within my Etsy shop for you to digital download if you also think that they will be helpful. The link for that is always left down in my description, so be sure to check that out and see if there's anything that you think will be helpful for you. And as always, the support within my shop is always greatly appreciated. So when it comes to my paycheck breakdown for 2022, I wanted to try and do things differently. With my full-time paycheck, I really want to try and cover all of my expenses, and I also now wanted to implement my sinking funds. So normally for my sinking funds, I dedicated that solely just to my side income, but I wanted to try and now also put them within my full-time pay, because I really want to use my side income to build my savings and knock off my debt. If I am fortunate enough to have extra side income in addition, I will be putting them towards my sinking funds, but I wanted to make sure that I am still funding my sinking funds, and that's why I just wanted to use my full-time paycheck as well. Another question that I got, it was about whether I have a 401k or if I'm putting money aside towards like a retirement account. And I do have a 401k that I do fund within my job. They always take a portion out of my paycheck. So yes, I do also set aside money within my 401k. I don't document that, but it is being taken out. Okay, so now that all of that is out the way, let's go ahead and get started with filling in the amounts. I already wrote down the categories. So for my expenses, this bucket represents everything that I do not take physical cash out for. These things are usually on auto pay, or they're just large amounts that I don't want to keep in my house, or they're just things that I pay with a debit card all the time, so there's no need for me to take the physical cash out for. So the first expense that we have here is for my rent. I split my rent across both paychecks, and this is going to be rent that is going to be due on February 1st. So the first half, I'm going to put aside $630. After that, I have files, which is my internet, and that is going to be $60. Here we see I have my new expense for my car payment. It's always due on the 21st of each month. And when I filled out my car loan and agreement and all that stuff, it was beneficial for me to put my car payment on auto pay because I got a discount if I did that. So that is why I'm not taking out the physical cash for my car payment, because I saved about $10 if I just kept it on auto pay. So that's what I did. So my car payment is going to be $117 for the month. And then gas, I like to keep gas on my debit card because I get my gas from Costco and they only accept debit cards or credit cards. So that's going to be $40 for the next 2 weeks. So if we go ahead and add up all of my expenses, that gives me a total of $847. Following that, we get into Great Lakes. Great Lakes is also something that I like to split my payment across both paychecks. And the first payment is always going to be the entire minimum payment if minimum payments were a thing. But in the regular world, my minimum payment for Great Lakes was $263. So that is what I always like to pay for the first portion. After that are all of the things that I keep within my wallet, which I like to call variable expenses. And first up is spending. That's going to get $50. Groceries is getting $100. Toiletries is getting $50. Clothing will get $10. And eating out is getting $20. So if we total up everything within the cash column, that will give me $493. So now we move on to my sinking funds. First up is annual payments. Annual payments is going to get $20 from this paycheck, followed by car maintenance. That is going to get $50. After that is a new sinking fund I have, which is my car insurance. And this is to help fund for my next 6 months payment that I will have due in June. So I'm going to put $75 away for that. Next up, it is Christmas. Christmas is going to get $40. Following that is gifts, and that will get $20. Medical is going to get $10, and vacation will receive $50. So if we total up everything within my sinking funds, that gives me $265 for that. Now we move on to extra debt. Extra debt is going to be Great Lakes, of course. From this paycheck, I am able to put aside $170 that will go straight towards my Great Lakes. Savings I am going to leave blank. As I said, I'm funding that with my side income. And then I have rollover, which I always set aside $5 just as a buffer or anything that may come across my account. And then for a total to withdraw from the bank, we're going to add $493 plus $265 plus $170, giving me a total of $928 that I will withdraw from the bank today and that we will stuff. So there we go. That is how I am going to decide to break down my first paycheck for the month of January. Like I said, this is very different for me. I'm just going to see how this works in terms of my finances. But the great thing about budgeting is that if you don't like it or if you see something's not working, you can always change it. But as of today, this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to head to the bank, get the cash, and when I come back, we will go ahead and get started with stuffing my envelopes. All right, everyone, so I am back from the bank and I got the cash right here ready for us to stuff. Let's go ahead and open it up. Here I have my bank slip, which I gave to the teller, and this is how I decided to break down my $928 that I needed to withdraw. So now that I have the cash, I'm gonna go ahead and get the setup going, and I'll bring you guys back once we are ready to go. All right, everyone, so we are ready to go. Within this binder is where I keep my sinking funds and my debt snowball. Over here, I have my cash envelopes that I don't hole punch. They're normally just things that I am going to bring back to the bank to deposit at some point, but this is just cash envelopes. And then these are my cash dividers for my spending that I keep within my wallet 24/7. So we normally get started with our cash envelopes, which really aren't envelopes anymore. It's just one envelope now that I don't have my car insurance, but nevertheless, we are still going to stuff Great Lakes. Great Lakes today, we said, is going to get $263 for the first initial payment. Then if we add this up, 100, 200, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63. So yes, $263. So So I'm just going to put that right back here in the envelope. What really works within the system, or at least for me personally, what works is visually seeing that the bill is paid. And then it also prevents me from swiping my debit card willy-nilly, because all of my spending is in physical cash, and all of my bills that I know aren't going to be paid on like auto pay are right here. So it just works best for me, and that's just how I understand it. So Great Lakes is stuffed and ready to go. So we will go ahead and bring out my cash dividers. So since it is the new year, I am going to still continue to participate in my saving challenges that I did last year. So that is the dollar challenge, and that is my coin challenge. But like I said, you guys, it has been a struggle in terms of my spending for the last couple of weeks. It's so funny because I recently had gotten a comment in an old video, always amazed that I still had money left over within my dividers, and she was wondering how I was able to do it. And that's not always the case. As you will see within these dividers, there is no money really left within them. But what that tells me is that I have to give myself the willpower and the strength to say that if there is no money in spending, then I cannot spend anymore. So I just been sitting in my house for the last week. I had enough to cover for groceries. I had enough to do the things that I needed to survive. But if I don't have enough money to do extra things, then I'll have to sit at home and not spend my money, because that is all I can do. And in no way do I want to make it seem like I am limiting myself or punishing myself. It's not a bad thing. It's just me realizing that, you know, I can't do anything until I get paid next week. So it's nothing wrong with saying that. I've gotten real comfortable with saying no, it's not in my budget, where I have priorities. I have goals that I want to meet. And in order for me to get there, I have to stick to my budget. So that is that. But let's go ahead and get into these dividers, honey, because I need some cash. So first up, we have it is spending. Spending is going to get $50, and that is going to be a 20, 2 10s, and 2 5s. And that should give me 50, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. I like to roll over any cash that I had the week before. So adding the 10 that I have left over, my spending is now at 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. So $60 for my spending for the next 2 weeks. After that, we move into groceries, and groceries has absolutely nothing. I am wiped out, but I have a nice full stock fridge, so I can't complain. So groceries is going to get $100 per usual, and I like to take that out in 20s. So 5 20s, and that will give me 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So $100 for the next 2 weeks within my groceries. Up next, it is toiletries. Toiletries is going to get $50. So we will do 2 20s and a 10 to give me 50, 20, 40, 50. I had $5 left. So if we add 5, that now gives me 20, 40, 50, 55. So 55 within toiletries. Up next, we move into clothing. Clothing is going to get $10. So adding a $10 bill, and clothing now has 20, 30, 35. So $35 for clothing. And up next, it is eating out. Eating out, we said, is getting 20. So a $20 bill. I have $5 left. So now I have a total of $25 for eating out. So as we can see, I had no dollars, so I cannot contribute to my dollar jar this go around, but hopefully we'll have something next time. When it comes to miscellaneous, this is just a divider that I like to keep in the back, so I know that any cash I put back here, I will have to deposit back into the ATM. It comes in handy if I buy anything online, so I know I can pay myself back and put it back in my account. So now that my dividers are done, all that I do is go ahead and put them right in my wallet. They just fit in the back like this, and they are stuffed and lovely, and I'm so excited to spend some cash. All right, and since I have my wallet, I believe I have a little bit of coins that I can add. So we brought back our coin jar that really came in handy for us at the end of the year. So we are going to go ahead and try and fill this up again. If you're interested, I got this from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if they still sell them. I got it last year, but that's where I got this coin jar from. And the coin challenge is basically the same concept as the dollar challenge. Any coins that I have left over from the past 2 weeks, I'm just going to go ahead and add this to the jar. All right, so this is how we are going to start, and it's going to be exciting to see this grow again for another year. All right, so now that all that is done, let's go ahead and bring out the binder and get started with stuffing my sinking funds. Annual payments, we said, from this paycheck will receive $20, so a $20 bill will do fine for that. And adding 20, that will now put annual payments at 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 1, 2, 3. So $103 within annual payments. After that, we move into car maintenance. Car maintenance is getting 50, so a $50 bill. And adding 50, that will put our envelope at 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So $240 is great. We are slowly building this envelope back up. After that, we have car insurance. So this is going to be the first time we are adding this. This is a new envelope that I just made for myself, and $75 is what we are going to add today. So we should have 50, 70, 75. So there we go. That is going to start. And if I just keep putting $75 away each time I get paid up until the month of June, I should be set for my 6-month payment. Following that, it is Christmas. Christmas is going to get $40. 2 20s will give us that. And we have $10 in here from the last time we stuffed. So now we have 20, 40, 50. So that is great. Already have $50 for Christmas. After Christmas, it's gifts. Gifts is going to get $20, and adding $20 to gifts, that now puts me at 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58. So $58 for gifts. After gifts, it's medical. Medical is going to get $10, a $10 bill, and adding 10, that will put me at 100, 200, 250, 300, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So $334 for medical. Up next, it is vacation. Vacation is going to get $50. My mom and I have narrowed down to where we would want to go. We just have to finally submit and pay for everything. But I'm still going to get started with adding money to my vacation, because I'm one of those people that when I'm on vacation, the last thing I think about is money. I used to be the person who would just swipe on vacation and then just pay for the consequences when I came back. But I'm going to try and give myself a nice good buffer, a nice good cushion for my vacation, so then I won't have to worry about that. So now within vacation, it is at 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 470, 490, 510, 530, 540, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76. So $576 is within my vacation envelope. After that, we aren't doing taxes, we're not doing savings. So all that's left is now my debt snowball. So as an extra debt payment towards my Great Lakes, I was able to put aside $170. So that's what we should have left, which looks correct, 150, 70. And we will go ahead and add that towards what we already put aside for the month. So far we have 100, 200, 250, 270. So $270 as a debt snowball payment. So there we have it, everyone. All of our cash has been put away, and that is that. As always, you guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Give me some feedback. Let me know how you are going with your budget and what you're doing differently, or if you're doing things the same that you think work out best for you. If you made it all the way to the end and you aren't subscribed yet, then please be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the family. Give this video a big thumbs up because that is the best way to help and support my channel. Share it with anybody that you think would benefit from it. And as always, guys, thank you so much. And that is all I have for today. I will see you all next time in my next video. Bye, guys.